to protect your soul.
The following presentation is by Sam Smith Productions in association with Black and Gold Productions.
Welcome to the live stream. Welcome into the live stream, folks. Welcome to the live commentary. Welcome to the live stream tonight. Carlo, score! The newborn dad! Marshawn across, Coyle scores! Charlie Coyle! It's a power play goal. Here's Zaka, shot, score! It's Pavel Zaka! Shattenkirk, Lowry, score! Mason Lowry! Bruins lead 5-4. He scores! The Bruins win! David Pastrnak! The Bruins win Game 7 in overtime!
And now, Sam Smith Productions presents another live commentary of the Boston Bruins on YouTube.
Well. We are back, and it has been an interesting last 48 hours for the Boston Bruins. Well. Tonight, live from TD Garden, it's the Bruins against the Nashville Predators, and this will be my final live stream before the trade deadline. Let's get into your starting lineups here for both teams in this one. For the Predators on the left, well, right on your screen, I have it listed in a different way. For the Predators, it's Ryan O'Reilly, Steven Stamkos, and Luke Evangelista, Thomas Novak, Philip Forsberg, and Jonathan Marchessault. Fedor Svechkov, Cole Smith, and Colton Sissons, Michael McCarron, Mike Jankowski, and Kiefer Bellows. Brady Shea and Nick Blankenberg on defense. Del Gaizo and Luke Shen, Andreas Englund, and Stastny, with UC Saros in net for Nashville. For the Bruins, it's Pavel Zacha, Morgan Geekie, David Pastrnak. Geekie's still here. Elias Lindholm, Georgi Merkulov, and Charlie Coyle. Matt Patra, Cole Koepke, Justin Brazeau, Johnny Beecher, Jeffrey Viel, Mark Kastelik. On defense, Zadorov, Carlo, Lowry, Peak, Wotherspoon, and Osterley, with Swayman in net for the Bruins tonight. What a last interesting 48 hours for the Boston Bruins. Well, we knew eventually that a domino was gonna fall. We knew eventually that something was gonna happen. Did not expect it to be on the day of a game, but it did. And it was a big one. So, today, the Bruins traded Max Jones and Trent Frederick to the Edmonton Oilers in exchange for a 2025 second-round pick, a 2026 fourth-round pick, and defenseman prospect Max Wanner. The Devils were also involved in this deal, getting Oilers prospect Shane LaChance, who is a BU product, by the way. The Bruins are retaining 50% of the salary, New Jersey retaining an extra 25%. So the Oilers are pretty much getting Frederick at $575,000 the rest of the way. So The Bruins are retaining $1.15 million on this deal. It's 2.3 left. It's the final year of the contract. Not that surprising to see this. Sucks to see Frederick go, but Grant, it was time.
Well, it was, false bag of goods. 31 points in 2022-23, and then 40 points last year. Constantly getting better in career highs, and this year, I don't know if it's because the Bruins just completely buried him on the third line for the majority of the season, but his point production was not going to cut it. He was not gelling well in the bottom six. In a contract year, you're having arguably your most disappointing season since 2020. I personally don't hate the move, and the fact that they were able to not only get rid of Max Jones, but they were also able to get a second and a fourth out of the deal, that ain't too bad. And obviously, you felt like the Bruins, they needed a really good prospect defenseman. Not a whole lot of defenseman youth in the AHL at the moment. They go out and acquire that as well.
Yeah, exactly. Max Wanner, 7th rounder, was spending some time with the Bakersfield Condors in the AHL. I assume he'll either start with Maine or Providence is my assumption on this one. And from what I understand, the Bruins aren't done, and they shouldn't be. Apparently Thursday, tomorrow there might be some call-ups, and the reason why there might be some call-ups is because Thursday, they might be holding out a couple people for trade protection reasons on Thursday against Carolina, which is why I'm glad I'm not streaming that crap on Thursday. Because a certain somebody had to turn 21 Thursday.
Hey, don't hate the player.
I know. Don't hate the player, hate the game. I know how this works.
Oh, yeah. We'll be watching, though. We'll be losing our minds
in a restaurant.
Watching Carolina absolutely destroy us. But, hey, Nashville sucks. You win tonight, you're tied with Detroit in points.
There you go.
There you go. That's something.
In other former Bruins news, Jesper Bohlquist got an extension in Florida, a 2-year deal at 1.5 a season. So I had a suspicion that the Panthers were either going to trade or sign him before the deadline. They went ahead and signed him. They locked him up for 2 more years at 1.5. I think it's a very good value for Bohlquist. He's got 12 goals and 10 assists for 22 points in 59 games. 1.5 isn't too bad. That's actually a pretty decent contract for Bohlquist. I am hearing reports. Coyle, Zaka, Carlo, and Geeky are all being shopped at the moment. Oh, gosh.
Oh, God. That's too many.
If Scott Lawton can get a first-round pick, which is what they're expecting to get, Pavel Zacha could get you two first-round picks if we're going to do that. If we're going to play this game.
That's worth it. I mean, especially if you give it to playoff-hungry teams. Those teams get eliminated in the first round of the playoffs. Guess what? Those picks are going to land you in the high to mid-20s. That's not terrible.
Yeah, it's not. As they're doing the national anthems now.
And of course, if they go on a Cinderella run to make the conference final, then whatever.
Well, is what it is. I'm going to throw a team out there, okay? I'm going to throw a team out there that could possibly be interested in Brandon Carlo. We've seen the Flames. I'm going to toss out another team. And I saw this one, and I'll toss it out myself. I could see a team like the Winnipeg Jets looking at a guy like Brandon Carlo. Every single team in the NHL will be foolish if they don't want a guy like Brandon Carlo on their defense. Just my opinion.
He'll be getting a lot of looks. The only issue is, because of how valuable defensemen are nowadays, he's gonna definitely cost a lot.
I personally wouldn't move Carlo, but if they get a deal that they can't deny, then so be it.
Go for it. Yep.
underway at TD Garden. Delgaizo moves ahead. Zaka takes it away. Here's Lorai, who I was saying before we went live. Mason Lorai has been one of the few bright spots in this team since the Four Nations break. Uh-oh, here comes the press. Smith's got it, waiting for some help. Geeky gonna make him spin off. Here's Sissons. Looks to center Geek as Peak deflects it away. This could be the last time we see a couple of these guys in Bruins uniforms. Chance in front, saved by Swayman. You never know. Here comes Zaka. I've heard his name on the trade on the trade list. Puck comes to Pasternak, and he couldn't play the puck. Luke Shen has it back in his own corner. The Bruins have not scored since Saturday. They did not score at all Sunday, although we thought they did. The Jeffrey VL goal, but it was disallowed due to a referee stoppage, which is a little bit of crap, but that's okay. Kept in by Nick Blankenberg. It's a great name. Blankenberg. Stamkos can't play it. Lindholm will try to connect with Merkulov. Can't. Merkulov takes a bump, plays it to Lindholm. Has Coyle breaking to the middle. Lindholm shot wide. If he had just decided to pass that puck to Coyle there, free chance of the net, right? Mm-hmm. Evangelista waiting for some support. Stamkos a shot saved by Swayman. Lindholm can't get this out. It's flipped up, glove down by Zadorov. Here's Osterley, who's back in for the first time in a while. He hasn't played in a long time. But Osterley is back up. Zaka has an extension. They could still trade that contract. Right? Wotherspoon dumps in. Third defensive pairing tonight. Wotherspoon and Osterley. VL battling. Here is Beecher. Tied up there by Novak. Fourth line against the second line right now. Beecher plays it around. Wotherspoon going to pinch on the far side now in the corner. In front for VL. Broken up. And now Marchessault. Ahead past everyone. This is going to come down to Swayman. And he'll smother it. Detroit versus Carolina is an interesting uniform matchup. Kane's wearing black and Wings wearing their Stadium Series fit.
Ooh. You really want to bring out those jerseys again after losing in them?
I think they might be contractually obligated to wear them a certain amount of times.
Probably.
Yeah.
I remember the Bruins wore the 2016 Winter Classic jerseys a couple of times after the fact.
They wore them into the next season too. I don't know if you knew that.
I did.
Chance here, a shot goes wide on a try for Kiefer Bellows.
Typical Bruins already getting outshot.
Here is Jankowski. Backdoor for Bellows. Couldn't connect on the pass.
Bellows, man? Really?
Yeah. Fourth liner for the Preds.
For a while. My God.
VL tries to dump in. Gets gloved down by Luke Shen. He'll carry it to center. Here is Delgaizo. Bellows can't play it. Patra lifts a stick. Trying to get it to Koepke. Koepke guides in on the backhand. I would not be surprised if they hold out Justin Brazeau Thursday due to trade protection. Would not surprise me.
That sucks. That's a player I would prefer to not go because he's so young. But again, if it's an offer you can't refuse, you gotta take it.
If Frederick drew a second and a fourth, Brazeau will draw one of those. It's an icing here against the Preds. Tampa already leads 1-0 on Columbus. Well, 49 seconds. Mitchell Chafee. Oh, brother.
Oh, brother.
That's his 12th goal. You don't like trading Freddie? Exotic? Well, they had to.
He was kind of dead weight in the bottom six. And like I said, I mean, it wasn't like the previous 2 years where he was like a point-making machine, where he was averaging a point every other game. I mean, this year he was really struggling.
Peak for Geeky. David Pasternak's 17-game point streak snapped against Minnesota on Sunday. Couldn't get anything going in that game against Minnesota. Lorai reaches the red line, dumps in, trying to connect with Geeky on a pass, just went past him and past everybody. The Bruins are just not doing a ton right now. Here is Svechkov, Fedor Svechkov, closed off by Carlo. Cole Smith, knocked into by Carlo. Zadorov will try to move this ahead. Zadorov's got it. Carries it across the line. Zadorov waiting, centering for nobody. There's no one there, Zadorov. Zaka for Carlo on the center point. Shoots. Saved by Saros. There is no one there. Don't throw it where nobody is. Not a good idea.
I hate to say it, the team looks a little checked out at the moment.
Well, yeah. Well,
I would hate if they got...
wait a minute.
Whoa!
Coyle scores!
Yeah!
Lindholm third it in front. And Coyle gives the Bruins a 1-0 lead 4.5 minutes in.
Ooh, okay, we'll take that.
This is great. This is kind of a weird play. Coyle was just sitting in front on a dump-in. Lindholm kind of just threw it in front and Coyle tapped it in. That second line will get a plus on that.
Yeah, Saros made the original save on Lindholm. Loose puck out in front. Coyle's right there. Able to bury it outside the crease. There we go.
Where's the line?
Kid from Weymouth, and you know he doesn't want to get traded. He loves it here.
The Bruins are 19-7-4 when scoring first.
Don't shoot.
Andrew Burnett talking to the officials.
Come out calling this back. That was a clean goal. Don't give me this rubbish. I wasn't here for the reaction on Sunday, but I was in disbelief that goal didn't count. And
Andrew
oh my
Burnett
God.
talking to the officials.
This one didn't count. I'd be ripped.
Hey, Mom. Andrew Burnett scored the first goal in Nashville history back in October 1998
That's a fun
against
fact.
Carolina.
Yeah,
They're going to count the goal. Bruins lead 1-0. Charlie Coyle getting a huge early goal in that one. Now Merkulov trying to throw it in front. Goes around the goal instead. Peak for Merkulov. If we can get the scoring on that, please do. I would love to know, did Merkulov get an assist on that?
Definitely Lindholm.
Lindholm did for sure. I want you to take care of your voice. I will. I'm not going to do a lot of talking tomorrow. Here's a chance here and a save by Swayman on Stastny. Lindholm can't play it. Stamkos keeps it in. Ryan O'Reilly's got it for Nashville in front, broken up there by Coyle. Lindholm got the only assist on that. That's fine. Coyle's 15th. Lindholm saved by Saros. Delgaizo ahead, trying to connect with Evangelista, could not. We have an icing here against the Preds. Drinking water. Zaka against Novak. Novak wins it. Shen ahead. Zadorov breaks it up. Novak. Zadorov knocks him off the puck. Zaka turns it over. Novak scores.
Wow,
Great job, Zaka. You stupid moron. It's 1-1. Pavel Zaka just handed them the goal. Please leave my team, please and thank you. Good job, Zaka. What are you even doing there? Like, watch Zaka. He plays the puck and then just gave it right to Novak, man.
You play the puck behind the net in that situation.
Yeah.
Every time you just send it around the board. You have to dry. What else is new?
That's a brutal play by Zaka.
I wonder why Swayman's save percentage is never going to go up. Stupid crap like that.
Zaka's the worst player in the team? No. Johnny Beecher exists. Delgaizo shoots, blocked by Carlo.
Jordan Osterley also occasionally exists. Occasionally.
Carlo around for Zadorov. I mean, Zaka's probably the worst top 6 guy in the National Hockey League. By far. Well, there's Elias Lindholm. Here is Kastelik taken back by Marchessault. He's bad in his own end, that's for sure. Oof. Beecher over Zaka any day of the week. No, you're just on drugs if you think if you're taking Beecher over Zaka, you're just dumb at that point. No offense. Marchessault shot knocked down. Rebound, another chance. Jankowski saves Swayman the rebound. Goes wide. The Bruins get it away. It's Wotherspoon ahead. For Brazo on side. Trying to connect with Wotherspoon again, who is breaking, could not. And now here is Jankowski. He'll make stupid mistake. Oh, Beecher makes a ton of mistakes. What are you talking about? He doesn't make that many. He doesn't make mistakes like that, but he makes way more mistakes. Koepke for Wotherspoon on side. Trying to connect with Koepke again, couldn't. Evangelista tied up there with Brazo. Catches a stick to the Anyway, puck comes all the way back down. I don't know if you saw that. Lowry for Peak. No wonder Brazo's getting traded Friday. Peak will dump it in the zone. Saros plays it around, goes off Kastelik. It comes right to Colton Sissons ahead for Smith. Sissons in front. Swayman gloves it down. Imagine if we had kept Eric Halla. They go to commercial. Are they? Oh, they do. Are we going to miss a goal? Trade Zacha for Morgan Frost. The Flyers aren't going to give up Morgan Frost just for Zacha.
I would love Morgan Frost would be cool. I mean, not really a player we need, but hey, he'd be fine.
I just tweeted out Zacha not helping his trade value on that one. Yep. The Hurricanes are interested in Kyrou. It's funny. Are they actually trading Frederick? They already did. Trade Zacha for a 5th. Heard a rumor of Carlo to Utah for Michelli. Not interested. What's up, Brandon? How are you? Pasternak's tied with Jason Robertson for most goals since January 11th. He's scored 15 of his 32 goals since January 11th, Grant. That's wild.
That is insane. Shout out, though. It's good.
Bruins win the draw. Carlo flips this ahead, trying to connect with Coyle. Could not. Stamkos. Statsny for Delgaizo. Almost coughed it up. Lindholm was right there. He just got it away in time. Now here's Stamkos. Shot save. Rebound. O'Reilly puts it wide. This puck's going to roll all the way out. Thoughts on Seth Jones to Florida? Made too much sense. I posted on Saturday, how do these bastards keep getting away with it? Zadorov with a brutal pass up ahead. He gets it back, though. And he gets this back out the hard way. Deflects back into the Preds' end. Brady Shea, former Carolina Hurricanes, signed with Nashville over the summer. As the Preds flip it in. Took a weird bounce. Geeky plays it around. Lowry. Now, don't give the puck to Zacha in his own end. We all know what happens when he does that. Here's Merkulov. Gets it to center. Gets knocked down. Forsberg. Novak. In front, broken up. Pasternak will get this away. Pasternak will get this in the zone past Blankenberg. Plays it around. We better not trade Carl. I heard they could. I don't think they will, but I heard they could. Apparently, no options are off the table besides Pasternak, Swayman, the Untouchables. Carlo is not considered an untouchable, apparently. Wotherspoon can't get it out, held in by Fedor Svechkov. It's knocked down by Geeky. Nice hit. Puck flipped out to center. Here is Sissons, gets by Wotherspoon. Osterley ties him up. That's a guy I would want to see traded. Jordan Osterley. Here is Del Gaizo. Here is Sissons. The Bruins sent Mitchell to Providence yesterday, and Osterley's back in. They're only rolling 12 forwards, 6 defensemen, and 2 goalies on the active roster. Del Gaizo a shot that misses wide. Rebound, Swayman had no idea where it was. Cole Smith stopped. Here is Sissons here. Shot blocked. Up ahead, Patra. Trying to get it to Brazo. Can't get it. Flyers lead 2-0. Hook. A little bit. Not enough, though, to call it, I don't think. Deflected off a stick, no icing. Carlo turns it over to the line. A shot there is stopped on a try from the line. Bellows in for McCarron. Kastelik knocks into Jankowski, a big hit, takes him down. VL for Beecher, trying to move this ahead. It hits the laid out stick. That's just good luck, is what that is. VL, here is Beecher, trying to get it to Kastelik. Puck comes out, Peak's got it. Peak dumps in. Why am I at the game? Because you bought tickets. That's why. Stamkos. Merkulov takes it from him. Merkulov for Lindholm in front. Can't get it to Coyle. Peak. Fires one. Blocked there by Ryan O'Reilly. Swayman's going to come out of his net. Play it ahead. Evangelista takes it away. Offside. Do you think we trade Merkulov? Maybe. Have you heard anything about Marchand week to week? I'm sorry, I read that wrong. It's 3-0 Flames, not Calgary. And not Philadelphia. 3-0 Calgary in the first period against Philly. Jeez. How good is that 21-year-old defenseman we picked up? Oh, Max Wanner? I don't know. I've never really heard of him.
Yeah, ever since the
He
last
has NHL. He has NHL upside, apparently, according to Mass Live. He had 17 points in 68 games last year with Bakersfield. He was a 2021 7th-round pick. He just went pro last year. This is his second line. This is his second year pro as I go to commercial. This is his second year pro. He was playing 2 years ago with the Moose Jaw Warriors in the WHL. Yeah, this is his second year pro. Last year he had 17 points in 68 games, including 7 goals. It's not bad. Probably at least 2 more years out. Probably. At least another year. We could see him at the end of next year. That's my guess. So we got a defenseman with NHL upside. That's not bad. And we got 2 picks. Yeah. Do you think Montour for Carlo? Why would the Bruins ever do that? Well, they're trying to not be good. Montour for Carlo, man? Oof.
Saw Rasmus Anderson for Carlo, but that wouldn't make much sense either.
Don't get me wrong. Would love Rasmus Anderson in a Bruins uniform. Sure, it all depends on that second. It depends on who drafts it, too.
Yep.
The Flyers get a goal, so now it's 3-1. Coyle, nice play to Merkulov. Merkulov on the backhand over the net. He's trying to get his first NHL goal. Bruins keep it in. Coyle. Merkulov wide on a one-timer attempt. Merkulov trying to get a little more shot attempts on the net here. Did not have a shot attempt against Minnesota Sunday. Uh-oh, bad turnover. Stamkos, Evangelista, O'Reilly scores. Horrible turnover in their own end. Horrible. Horrible. 2-1. Man. Awful turnover. Let's see. Lowry, was that you? I'm being critical. Oh, yeah, that is on Lowry. Lowry, come on, buddy. Can't be doing that. I've given him a lot of props on his defensive positioning. That is not a case of that. He roofed it upstairs, man. Oof. Not good. Lowry, buddy. Man, couple of bad turnovers. The puck goes out of play. Shots are 10-4 Nashville. Oh, my Lord. Oh, my. Help me. Eey. Zacha against McCarron. Off the draw. Bruins tied up. Preds coming with it. The Preds have not lost a lot of faceoffs tonight. Plays it around Marchessault. Zacha ahead for Pasternak. Guides it in past Shen. Boo-Birds are already out at TD Garden, by the way. Yep, there they are. That didn't take long. Novak spins off against Zadorov. Zacha drops his stick, trying to play defense. That's really good. Forsberg lifts it high and out of play. A lot of fans aren't happy we're selling because we're 2 points out. But if they do, but even if they were to buy guys, they're still not competitive. They won't get far. This team doesn't have the talent to do so. I know what you're gonna say. That's a reflection on the GM. I understand, but I'm just saying that's the facts. McCarron spins off against Watherspoon. Big tie up near the net. Beecher tied up. Beecher, a bad turnover again. In their own zone again. The Bruins get away with it this time. Oh, bad turnover by Osterley. Centering pass. Save, rebound. Bruins cannot... Oh, they're falling over themselves. They're oh, whoa, they...
And they drew a penalty.
Kastelik drawing a penalty. Bellows is bleeding, but they call the penalty on Bellows. Huh. Well, that's what you get, I guess. Oh, yeah. Bellows tripped Kastelik, and then Kastelik made him bleed because of it. The power play's still the same. It's still stationary. Zacha wins the draw. Lowry for Zacha. Having trouble with it. He gets it back. Makes Shea fall over. Lindholm. What was that? What was that? Man. Lowry drops back. Pasternak for Geeky. He enters the zone. Gets bumped to the line. Intercepted. And the Preds will get this out. It's Colton Sissons. Lowry for Geeky. Crosses the line with it. Geeky waiting. For Pasternak, who comes in late. Gets poke checked. Plays it around the net for Geeky. Shovels it to Zacha. Blankenberg going to tie him up. Zaka. Here is Lindholm in front. Saros gloves it aside. McCarron. Try to play this around, and it comes out just outside the line. Pasternak, quick re-entry, dumps it in cross corner. Trying to connect with Lindholm. Lindholm was not ready for the pass. Shocker. This puck comes all the way back down. Lorei down to 40 seconds to go on the power play for Boston.
I will say this power play without Lindholm and McAvoy really isn't cutting it.
Merkulov gets yanked down. No call? Really? On that? Come on. Osterley. Coyle's intercepted. Why is Osterley running the power play, you idiots? Sisson's shot, glove saves Swayman, and he'll have to hang on to it.
Christ. Hey! Smith touched Swayman's glove. Are we going to respond to that? Guess not. Ay, ay, ay.
Trade Osterley for one puck, please.
Michael Callahan's better. Has been. Not by much, but...
No, it's not. There's a sizable difference.
It's a good enough difference.
Just have Zadorov from the second unit for crying out loud. At least Zadorov can carry the puck up the ice. Osterley, we all know, can't do that. Wotherspoon, Osterley, Merkulov, Patra, Coyle. Is this a serious power play? Are we really doing this? All right. Coyle, final seconds to power play. Merkulov gets immediately crushed. Power play's over. Back to 5-on-5. Here comes Bellows. The bloody Bellows out of the box. And a cross-ice pass broken up. Wotherspoon drops his stick. He didn't even try to play it. He literally just dropped the stick. This is really entertaining, is it not? Coyle. For Wotherspoon. Wotherspoon will carry it across the neutral line. Gets it over to Patra. Only one goal this season. Looking for another, and he gave the...
When the hell was the last time Patra even did score? Like, I like him playing major league minutes, but, I mean, he doesn't do anything.
He scored against Philadelphia in November.
Yeah.
Kepke guides it in the zone.
Like, it's great having speed and getting in a few assists here and there, but, oh my god. You gotta do more than scoring one goal.
Here is Stamkos. Evangelista intercepted by Patra. Here's Kepke. He has Kastelik and Beecher in front. No, wow. Kepke.
That should have been a 3-on-2 and they screwed it up.
It's fourth liners. What can you expect? Here they come again. They got through. And another turnover. Beecher's third straight one. Evangelista. Stamkos poke checked by Carlo. Another drive save. Why isn't Carlo running the second unit instead of Oster stupid?
Oh, this is a bad one tonight.
Forsberg. Wow. 3 sticks were in the way and they didn't touch the puck once. Marchessault to the line. Shea saves Swayman. Wow. They are pathetic tonight. Ooh-wee.
Hey.
We're like 2023 Mac Jones.
Yes, would agree. You could just call them Mac Jones, period.
How many turnovers is one team going to have? What's your favorite kind of turnover? An apple? Orange? Peach? You know? An apple turnover is pretty good. Providence versus Boston. Oh my god, no, this is Nashville Predators against Providence Bruins. Were the 2020 Patriots this bad? No, because they actually did stuff once in a while.
And Matt Patra is supposed to be your Jared Stidham of that year. One goal. He hasn't scored since November. In like, what, 50 NHL games? I remember panning the front office for sending him down to Providence. Honestly, he has not been producing that well. He's gotten a couple of assists, but... Just down year for everybody but Pasternak. And even Pasternak is still not what he was the previous 3 years. But... you're making the most of it.
Yeah.
Unfortunately. Oh, you know that guy.
Who's that handsome fella on the screen?
Love AP. Unfortunately, he's got to cover this crap. Same with Andrew Raycroft. I love how Raycroft goes on Twitter every day now and just tries to not lambaste the front office.
Razor's just like, you know, it's all right.
Razor's just straight up. He's just like, you know, things are obviously could be better, but, you know, don't bitch. Kinda.
Could be worse. We could be the Buffalo Sabres.
That's his point of view is, listen, we're not the worst team in the division.
That's very true. We're getting there. Anyway.
Well, you
Bruins...
gotta suck to eventually become good again.
Yeah. Oh, boy. Novak's fought off the rebound. Lowry got it away. Oh.
This is a comedy show.
Pasternak. It's been a comedy show all season. Trying to count with Zaka can't. To think for like 6 weeks total out of the season, I had hope.
Hey, this team, before January, this team wasn't a laughingstock.
That's what I was
they were
saying.
Just average.
Forsberg. Oh, Swayman. Great glove save.
And you can
On
still
Forsberg.
Do that. You can still do that relatively frequently. He's still really a good goalie. I mean, oh my God, that's a double turnover. Oh my
Oh,
God.
hit him square in the mask. Once again, guys, coming up Friday, 12 p.m. over on the Black and Gold Productions YouTube channel. Myself, Mark Allred, David Collins, and more will be covering the deadline all throughout, all the way towards that 3 o'clock deadline. We'll be live all afternoon, starting Friday at noon, over on that YouTube channel. As the Predators win the draw. Luke Schen's drive, glove down by Swayman. There it is right there. Coming up Friday. The link to the channel is down below in the description. You definitely should go check it out. I'll be live over on there. So you want my raw live reactions to the Bruins at the trade deadline across the league, it'll be there. Lindholm wins it. Zadorov gets this out. Bruins will get this ahead. Zadorov for Coyle, who scored the goal for the Bruins, which seems like an eternity ago. Shots are 14-4 Nashville. Holy moly. Evangelista gets it past Zadorov. Carlo. Evangelista knocks down Zadorov. Lindholm ahead for Merkulov. Merkulov for Elias Lindholm. Chips to Coyle. Coyle. Carlo breaking back door. Coyle trying to shoot it. Knocked down. And so is he. O'Reilly. Intercepted Osterley, and now Delgaizo can't get it in. Patra will get this ahead. He has Kepke. Patra keeps it just inside the line. Kepke plays it around. Saros will play it to Englund. Ahead, puck comes out. Osterley for Patra. Patra fires it on. Tip by Brazo, goes wide. Wotherspoon for Osterley, right point. Fakes. Shot wide. Banks to the far boards, and O'Reilly gets this out. Wotherspoon ahead for Patra. Tape to tape. He has Brazo to his right. Brazo, shot, save, rebound. Patra in front. Couldn't hop on the rebound in time. You know what I'd do? I'd put Castlick up with Kepke and Beecher and bump Brazo down with VL and Beecher. That's what I'd do, actually. Beecher for Brazo gets stick lifted by Cole Smith. McCarron's shot, save, rebound, another chance is blocked. Sissons. Closed off by Wotherspoon. VL trying to get this out. He does. Offside with 59 seconds to go in the first period.
Taken away. Another shot on goal for Nashville as a result. Just thinking back to Sunday's game in Minneapolis, I know one of the
59 seconds to go first period. Shots 14-5 Nashville.
Minnesota was shorthanded, as the Bruins are in terms of their roster. But the defensive layers were pretty good in that 1-0 loss.
Geeky. Pasternak, you good?
Yep.
Here is Sissons down to 40 seconds in front, knocked down. Blankenberg shot wide. Sissons down to 35. Blankenberg shot knocked down and got blocked by Lohrei. He gets it away from Svechkov. Has peak for support. Takes a dangerous cut, but gets away from trouble. Morgan Geeky swerves back down to 20 seconds. I'll be a terrible coach? Yeah, I think I'd be better off if I were in the front office. Gonna be perfectly honest. Zadorov up ahead. It goes off of Zacha. Did not hit Zacha. It's an icing against the Bruins with 9 seconds to go. Jumbotron just caught a couple aggressively making out. Most exciting thing that's been at the Garden since the Four Nations title game.
Yeah, because the Celtics haven't really been doing that hot either.
Yeah. Geeky will take this draw against Novak. 9.3 to go in the first period. Novak wins it. Shot by Forsberg. Geeky hit it right off his ass. Puck comes out. And that will be the end of the first period. Morgan Geeky. Oh, no. No.
Uh-oh.
Oh, Geeky's hobbling. Oh, goodness. Oh. He blocked it and it hurt him. Dude.
You hate to lose a player like that with a few seconds left in the period. Oh, my God.
I hope he's all right. Shit. I wish it was 29-2 right now. Look at the score. I wish it was 29-2. It's actually 2-1. If it was 29-2, that'd be great. I'd be smiling for joy right now. Columbus makes it 2-1. And that's the end of one there. Sharks and Sabres scoreless through one. That's the piss bowl.
That is.
What the hell? 4-2 Calgary against Philly through one. Who forgot the goaltending? Clearly both teams did, actually. That's... Do you ever play hockey? No. I agree. I would not be a good coach. I'd be more of a front office guy. That's fine. I'll accept that. I'll take that. That's fine. Not everybody has to be a front office. Has to be a coach. I'd be more of a front office guy if I were anything. I didn't think you ever played. No, I didn't. This meme perfectly describes the Bruins, the Flames Flyers game right now. You forgot the goaltending.
Mm-hmm.
You're welcome. The Flames lead 4-2 against Philly through one. Good analyst in the front office. I think so. The Bruins can't play better because they have a 50% AHL team. You're right. That's the depressing part. You're right. All right. Shots in that first period. 15-5. 15-5. Ooh. 44.4, 55.6. Hey, the Bruins won majority of the faceoffs in the first period. If that matters to anybody. Somebody said, remember Jeff Saturday. Grant, that one's for you. That one's for you, probably.
I do. Colts lineman, former Colts interim coach too. That's a name.
Yeah. Here are your stats through one. 2-1 Nashville at the end of one. Bruins got outshot 15-5. Bruins won 55.6% of the faceoffs in the first period. Bruins 0 for 1 on the power play. Nashville did not get a penalty. Did not get a power play in the first period. 14 hits for the Bruins in the first compared to 8. 8 block shots for the Bruins compared to 4. 7 giveaways for Nashville, 5 for the Bruins, 3 takeaways for Nashville, 2 for the Bruins. So for the most part, besides the shots on goal, the score, and the giveaways, maybe, and the takeaways, they're actually leading in the majority of the categories. As crazy as it sounds. So, those are your first period stats. A Bruins beanie for $13.98. That's from Kyle. He just sent that. Huh. These actually aren't that bad. This is at Walmart? Look at these deals. That's actually not bad. Guess I'm going to Walmart soon. Probably gonna try to get off campus tomorrow somehow. Not sure how. I'm done after 12 o'clock tomorrow, so might try to get off campus somehow. Do something for myself tomorrow. We'll see. What NHL team is the worst jerseys? The Flyers. Oh, did DJ say that? That's funny. Gordon, Bombay, and District 5 were more competitive than what the Bruins just displayed in the first period. Oh my god. White flag waved. Ooh, just... Just seeing the stuff that they're doing, man, like, ooh. The Sharks one are bad? No, I actually like the Sharks New Jerseys. Only 20 games left, and the nightmare comes to an end. What's your reaction to the Bruins trade? All right, you want to know my honest thoughts on the Bruins, on the trade today? Want to know my honest thoughts on it? Pull it up for those who don't know. My honest thoughts on the deal. Okay. All right. Here are my thoughts. It sucks to see Trent Frederick go, right? It sucks to see a guy like Frederick go. However, look at the return, what the Bruins got. I mean, this is fine. He has some upside, but that's not really what I'm talking about. Look at what the Bruins got. They got picks. If we pull up draft picks, let's take a look. They have picks in 6 of the 7 rounds this year. On that 2026 fourth, they have 2. They gained draft capital. They did. They gained draft capital, which is a good thing. The Bruins needed to do that. So, I am more than fine with what the return was for Frederick. A second and a fourth, a second in this year's draft and a fourth. I mean, come on. You know? I would prefer if the Bruins don't waste a second-round pick on a guy that's going to take 5 years to get to the NHL. I would want somebody to be ready to go preferably pro, or who should actually go to college instead of go to the USHL. Letourneau. Sorry. Letourneau decided to go to school instead of doing what he should have done and play in the USHL for a year, then go to school. But the reason he went directly to school is because the opportunity opened up at BC, right? If that opportunity wasn't there, Letourneau would have played in the USHL for his would have been played in the USHL this season, then would have played in school next year. But at least that's my thoughts on it. As of Sunday, the Bruins have the 9th overall pick in the draft. Isn't that good? The Bruins had a top 10 pick as of Sunday. If they didn't have the draft lottery. I mean, he's a 19-year-old fighting ice time, one of the top college teams in the nation. That's why it was a bad idea. BC was always going to be a top team in college. What he should have done was gone to USHL for a year, then he should have gone to school, right? So he would have come into BC a little more confident, right? Next year he'll get more ice time. Oh yeah, no, he will, because they're going to lose Hagens, they're going to lose Leonard, because Leonard's going to go pro at the Capitals. I think he could go. I think he might actually skip the minors and go directly to the NHL. That's my thoughts on Ryan Leonard. I think he's going to go directly to the NHL. Maine would have been a good fit for him. Yeah, if you want to know why, because Maine, with all due respect, Exotic, I know that's your team. They're not the #1 team in the country, right? BC is. So, you know, it is what it is. #2 in hockey is top 5 in the nation. Yeah, but they're not the top school. You know what I mean? Like they're a top, but not the top. Letourneau could have had 2nd or 3rd line minutes in Maine. The Sharks beat the Leafs the other night? Oh, well. Oops. Fabian Zetterlund scored the shootout goal. Huh. Would have probably started 3rd line, that would have been performance-based. Not like Maine's a bad hockey program, right? Look at what Swayman did. Right? Swayman went to Maine. Nyquist went to Maine. Look what they turned out to be, right? Nyquist used to be... Nyquist still is pretty good. He's a top line. Swayman, Howard, Bishop, Nyquist, Korea. Huh. Bruins need to try to trade for Jacob Fowler. Which system is he in? I know he's for BC. I know that, but what NHL... Did he get drafted? Montreal. Ooh, would Montreal even dare? Would Montreal even dare to try to give up Jacob Fowler? I wouldn't. That's your goalie of the future. Bruins have to draft Alvin Boya from UMaine. You never know.
Why can't I have a cool sounding featured bet? Like what? Molly's Money Lines. They call me the queen of money lines. They should.
Yeah, UMaine's always been a good goalie school, like goalies going pro. Because watch out, because college free agency opens up, which means that guys can go sign their NHL entry levels or sign the college rights deals with NHL clubs. So the Bruins could make a move out of that. Do you see the Bruins making any moves Friday, Sam? Yes. 100%. If they don't, they're stupid. Who do we get? Oh, I don't think we're going to be getting a lot. We're going to be getting a lot of draft. We might get a couple of players back, but it's nothing going to be nothing crazy. If the Bruins were smart, they sell at the deadline, get a couple of contracts, maybe they're rentals, maybe they're not, and then go for the rest of the season, and then, you know, on to next year. Am I crazy for thinking that way? For thinking that? No. Make sure you can ice an NHL team. Doesn't have to be a good one. And then just get to next season. You know? New tweet. Uh-oh, DJ. What did you do? Whenever you say new tweet, it's usually a good one. The Bruins near the bottom of the Atlantic Division, out of the wild card, and the trade deadline's on Friday. I don't know about y'all, but I think...
We cooked.
What is it?
Yeah. We cooked.
Boya has a 1.66 goals against average and a .931. Ooh, I'm interested in that. But will that transfer over to NHL play, though? That's my question, right? Big difference from collegiate play to pro play. I'm definitely willing to take a look, especially with either one of or both Bussy and DiPietro possibly leaving the organization, the organization this summer. Definitely would be interested in that. He's from Sweden. Ooh! Remember the last time we had a Swedish goalie? Olmark. Today, talks are heating up for the Bruins to get Marner. No. That will not happen. Why the hell would the Bruins go after that? I don't know where you're hearing that. I don't know where in the world you're hearing that from. Being told that Sweeney has told teams that if you want our players, step up to the box and take a swing, but they will not just give these players away. Pasternak, McAvoy, Swayman, Patra, Lohrei are on the table. But anyone not named, those guys are on the table. So Lindholm, Zadorov, they're on the table too. Oh, hey, it's Tuukka Rask. What are you doing up there? Anyway. Second period about to start. Bruins going from right to left in the home black to the gold trim. Predators in the road whites going from left to right. Second period underway. Predators will get this into the zone. Lori knocks it down. Predators trying to keep this in. They do it. Sissons. Peak plays it around. Brazo trying to get it to Patra. Intercepted at the line. Smith knocked into by Peak. Now Patra will try to get this to Koepke. Can't, held in. Smith. Spins off of Patra. Trying to go back to the line. He does. Delgaizo for Sissons puts it in deep. Koepke, Patra, Brazo starting the second period for the Bruins. Not sure what's up with Morgan Geekie. He took a puck to the leg in the first at the end of the first period. We'll see what happens with him. Koepke. They might keep him out for trade protection reasons the rest of the game. Honestly, would not surprise me. There's Pasternak. There is Zaka, and I believe that is we have icing against the Preds here. Was that Morgan Geekie on the ice?
Hopefully it was.
Big tie-up off the draw. Puck comes out. Swayman's going to have to play it ahead. Geekie, that is Geekie. A stick lift on Evangelista. He'll get this out. New stick, by the way. He has more of a straight stick in this period. A straight stick blade instead of a curved one. Blankenberg reaches the red line, dumps it around the net. Carlo, O'Reilly. Puck comes in front. Carlo gets it away. Shea will get this out. Swayman for Carlo. Bruins just trying to move this ahead here. They're just trying to get something here. Pasternak immediately knocked down by Blankenberg. Geekie's going to hop on it. Stick lift. Geekie gets thrown off the puck by Blankenberg. Gets it back. Has Lindholm in front. Couldn't get it to him cleanly. And Marchessault gets this away for Nashville. Sharks lead 1-0 on Buffalo. And the toilet bowl going on in Buffalo. Merkulov saved by Saros on a try for Merkulov. Osterley keeps it in. Merkulov tied up there by Shea. Marchessault moves this ahead. It's kept in by Coyle. Nice glove down at the line. Puck comes to Merkulov. He's got it in the near corner to the line. Osterley shot tipped by Lindholm. Just goes wide. He got a piece. Coyle's got it in the near corner. Now on the wall. Shea throws him out of the zone. Lindholm takes it from Shea, but Shea moves ahead to Marchessault. Osterley. Merkulov guides it in the zone. The Bruins will go for a change. Now Forsberg ahead, trying to connect with Novak, intercepted by Jeffrey VL. Kastelic, good stick lift on Forsberg, takes it from him, and now here's Lori. Lori into the neutral zone. Off of Beecher and in. Saros can't play it. Kastelic for VL. To Peak. Lori near circle, shot wide. He tried to go bar down, just missed. Peak chips it high over the net. Dumped in by the Bruins. Bruins will get a change. Stretch pass ahead for Bellows, broken up. Zadorov tied up. Puck comes to McCarron. And the Preds will move it around the net now. They're possessing. Jankowski knocked off the puck by Patra. Puck comes just past Koepke. Schenn trying to move this ahead. Koepke gets it back from Zadorov. He deflects it in. Patra. Brazo near the side of the cage. Can't get it. Brazo gets it back. Trying to cut in front. A nice move by Brazo. Just couldn't. Patra for Carlo. Back to Patra. Waiting. Koepke in the slot. Shot blocked there by a Predator. Could not tell exactly who blocked it. Here is Zadorov for Zaka, trying to connect with Pasternak. Gets it across the line. Pasternak waiting for some support out top. Wotherspoon for Osterley. He was looking for support, not bumps. That's okay. Geeky against Blankenberg. Osterley. Geeky. Wow, nothing for that, Grant?
I wasn't even paying attention.
Wotherspoon, Osterley, far side. In front, tipped in! Jordan Osterley, I think he might get credit. The Bruins have tied the game. The Bruins have tied the game. Jordan Osterley, I think, just got his first as a Bruin. They pointed at him. Yep, it did. It's Jordan Osterley's goal. Oyster gets his first as a Bruin, and it's a weird one. Wow. 2-2. 5:08 into the second, and Osterley. What? Wow. I'm gonna be honest. If you would bet Osterley to score a goal tonight, you are a millionaire. Go play the lottery. Peak shot tipped by Coyle went wide. Lindholm in front for Coyle. The puck's still free and it comes out. Merkulov was so close to getting his first goal in the National Hockey League. He was just there. Icing against Nashville. Look at Merkulov. He's sneaking in there. Oh, if he got there, 3-2. Merkulov getting his first NHL goal. Come on, Merk. Let's go. Come on, buddy. Face-off won by Boston. Peak plays it around the net, and now here is Stastny. Not Stasny. Not Paul Stastny. It's Stastny. Nashville's offside. Yeah, it was kind of a weird goal for Osterley, wasn't it?
Yeah,
It went off a Nashville defender right through Geeky and in.
Crazy.
Look at Andrew Ferentz. Shots 15-7. The Bruins have had the first two shots in the second period, and they got one to tie the game at 2. O'Reilly wins it against Geeky. Evangelista. O'Reilly was a Bruins killer at the face-off dot. At the face-off dot against the Bruins in 2019 in that Stanley Cup final. He won the Conn Smythe for St. Louis, and there's a damn good reason why. Shot from the line. Swayman fights it off. Evangelista tied up there by Peak. Geeky in there for a stick lift. Evangelista, good job pinning the puck along the wall. Stamkos takes it from Geeky. Stastny shoots, saves Swayman. Puck still available. Was played with a high stick, but the Bruins play it, so it won't matter. Riley. Stamkos, one-timer, and he rips it home. Well, that didn't last long. 3-2. Steven Stamkos. Ooh. Man, that did not last long. Stamkos on a rocket. Let's see. Lowry? Lowry, where are you? Oh, he threw it right at O'Reilly. Come on, Lowry. Dude, you've had the best 6 games that you had all season, and you pull this shit tonight? Oh. You gotta flip that higher. He's now tied for 23rd all-time in goals in NHL history. He's got a 2-point night. Shen dumps in from center. Carlo for Zadorov. A bad play by Zadorov. It comes to Marchessault. Bruins get it away. It's Coyle. He'll dump in. Merkulov will get there first. Against Luke Shen, trying to play it around. Marchessault takes it, gets it to Del Gaizo. Whip pass ahead. Swayman has to come out and play it to negate the icing because the Predators would have won that anyway. Patra trying to get it to Merkulov. Now, those two should be playing on a line together. It's offside. They go to commercial. Pasternak got an assist on the Osterley goal. (4-1) Tampa against Columbus. 1-1 in Buffalo, 2-0 Carolina against Detroit. Flames lead 4-2 against the Flyers in the second. The Islanders lead 1-0 on the Jets. Stars lead the Devils 1-0 in the first. Minute 39 in, goal for Wyatt Johnston. So, what's the biggest reason why the Bruins are so bad this season? Roster construction. Why. So the Bruins scored at the 4:25 mark of the first period, and then the Predators scored at the 5:32 mark. The Bruins scored at the 5:08 mark of the second period, and the Predators scored at the 6:25 mark of the second period. Great. So the Bruins can't have anything for more than a minute. So it's our defense. That's the problem. What defense? Lindholm and McAvoy are hurt. Your top two defensemen are hurt. What defense do you really have? Right? Thanks for not showing the past 10 seconds, Nesson. Thank you so much. Play stops. 12:35 to go in the second period. And now VL's taking a shot at McCarron. No. A lot of our issues stem from the forwards, not the supporting the defense coming out of the zone, making turnovers when they do help. Yeah. And also the defense is just folding under pressure. Not helping your goaltending at all. Your goal differential is a minus, like, 28 or whatever it is. Your defense is a bottom 10 in the NHL, and your goaltending tandem is a combined goals against average of like 898 or something like that.
Lord, everyone's calling me.
Yeah, what's going on? You're a wanted man tonight.
I guess so.
Kastelik will try to move this ahead, trying to get it to Wotherspoon.
What was that?
Wow. McCarron in front. Has to spin back. Wotherspoon just gave Kastelik just gave Wotherspoon the worst pass of all time. Here is Jeffrey VL. Chips it past Stastny. VL gets it back in behind the Nashville net. Moved ahead now. Here is McCarron. Put Mac Jones on the team. He fit right in, turning it over a lot. Peak for Lohrei.
That's a good one.
We both can relate to that. Lohrei ahead. And not icing, it was across the red line, trying to connect with Patra. Stastny cuts right in front of Saros. That's a spin back. What should I do tomorrow when I'm on my off? When I'm just trying to get off campus for myself? What should I do?
I might.
You might join me?
I need to go to Dollar Tree tomorrow. So.
You want to go?
Yeah, maybe we'll have to find time after my radio shift. We should do that.
That's fine. I'm free after 12 o'clock tomorrow.
Oh, works for me.
Patra.
After 4.
Brazo centering for Kepke, couldn't connect. Pass got deflected away. Maybe we should go to. Maybe I'll get a Frosty tomorrow or something.
Ooh, treat us.
Yeah, maybe.
That's a good idea.
I don't know if I want the Thin Mints one that they just came out with. I might get like a chocolate Frosty and some fries tomorrow. Because you dip the fry in the Frosty.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you call that weird, you haven't lived. Shot save on a try from Del Gaizo by Swayman. Cole Smith in for Sissons, tied up by Zadorov, gets free from him. How do you get free from a 6'6", 275-pound dude? Anyway, Shea for Stamkos. Kepke pressuring the line, gets it to Shea on the chip pass. Del Gaizo out in front for O'Reilly, broken up. Stamkos keeps it in for the moment, but the Bruins will recover its low right. Fry and a Frosty's a 10 out of 10 experience. Thank you for backing me up on that, DJ. You're cultured. You're a cultured man. Lindholm gets it in the zone.
Often, but I am not against it.
Right. Every time I go to Wendy's, I got to get a Frosty and some French fries. Has to be a thing. Doesn't matter what time of night. Doesn't matter what time of day or what season. Shea shot wide. And I'm a big chocolate Frosty guy. I'm a big chocolate ice cream guy in general. So, ladies, if you're trying to win over my heart, chocolate ice cream might be the way to go. As the puck went out of play. 9:48 to go here in the second period. 3-2 in favor of the Preds. March Madness. You're so excited for March Madness. March Madness should be fun, dude. We've watched March Madness together the last 2 years. It's gonna be a blast. It's always a blast watching.
It's always fun watching March Madness. It's the best basketball year round.
True.
Single elimination. So exciting.
March Madness is so fun, dude. Because there's games happening all day long, so your schedule is filled all day, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, well, that looks good. A margarita pizza? Mmm.
Sure.
The spinach, the tomato. Spinners? Where's Spinners? Is that in Lowell? Oh, it's on the Cape. Oh. South Dennis. Ring Bros Marketplace at South Dennis. It's almost in Yarmouth. Now I want a Frosty. Yeah. Well, might go get one tomorrow. Kyle gave me the idea because of his snap. He sent the thing of the Frosty. I'm like, ooh, I want one now. Get some pizza from Stoughton.
Ooh, okay.
It's not that far from here.
No. There you go.
Ankle cam, the most useless camera in the National Hockey League. Ankle cam where you can't see a damn thing.
Saros plays it around and a giveaway.
They were showing the coil goal in the first. And then what? Okay.
Oh, God, the ankle cam is the most pointless. Imagine if they use that to, determine, they use it for,
no!
assistance. That'd be so funny.
That'd be so stupid.
It would be so stupid, but it would be funny.
Geeky wins the draw. Pasternak, who's been held to an assist tonight on the Osterley goal. Zadorov for Pasternak. Turns around, fires it, blocked in front. Jankowski will flip this ahead. Forsberg couldn't play it, so Peak takes it away. Peak. Intercepted by Marchessault. Across Forsberg, denied by Swayman.
That boy Sway. That was a good shot by Forsberg, too. He shot it a little outside, but...
Peak just chipped that up off the glass and ahead. He tried playing it to himself or to Zaka, and then he should have just chipped it off the boards midway up. He should have just got a little bit of airtime from Peak. Get that around the defender. Make sure he can't play that. You know? Just the little things, the little details are just not there right now from the Bruins.
No.
That's killing them. But it's why it's 3-2, by the way.
It's also they just struggle connecting on passes. I don't understand why there's such a big communication issue. I mean, we're in March now.
Carlo ahead for Koepke, who's out there with Beecher and Kastelik. Koepke trying to work his way around the net. Oh, Carlo was right there, Koepke. Takes
Carlo.
it, and a stop by Saros. Puck's high in the air, and Marchessault gets it away. Kept in by Koepke. Throws it to Kastelik, who gets knocked down. Kastelik for Beecher. To the line. Carlo's one-timer wide. Osterley for Koepke. Has Beecher and Kastelik both in front. Gets double-teamed. Kastelik plays it to Osterley at the left point, who has the last Bruins goal. Carlo right point. Shot blocked. Puck comes to Osterley. They'll keep possession here. Plays it around for Koepke. Good offensive zone time for the Bruins here. Koepke yanked down. Where's the call there, ref?
The ref literally got knocked over. You would think he would call.
Where's the ref? Where's the call there? That's interference. Or holding or something. Novak. Patra takes it away. Bruins trying to battle for it. Kastelik taking down his man. Englund trying to move it ahead. What was that? Saved by Swayman. Trying to try from the point. Novak, that was a change out. They were trying to change there. Ugh.
Shots 20-10 in favor of the Predators. Here this period at 6-5 Nashville.
3-2, 8:09 to go here in the second. Apparently, it was less than $100 to sit in the lower bowl tonight at TD Garden.
Oh yeah, no. Keegan was looking at prices this morning.
Apparently,
they were less than 50.
A shot from Englund saved by Swayman.
And no offense, the team on display.
Apparently, I was told that it was apparently $37 to sit in the nosebleeds tonight at TD Garden.
Ain't a bad deal. Maybe we'll go to a game like in April if they continue to suck.
Why would why? Why would I wait?
Just to go.
Just to go?
Just to go. If it's like $30 or under, just to go.
Okay, fair.
If it's like the second to last home game of the year, we're out of a playoff spot. We just want to go.
Oh, here we go. Lindholm with Merkulov, 2-on-1. Lindholm.
I hate Hampus or Elias Lindholm so much.
What is he even trying to accomplish there?
He had Merkulov to his left.
He tried passing it to him. He tried passing it to him with the pass attempt was literally the worst I've ever seen in my life. What? Show a replay. I want to break down what that was.
He should have shot. By the time he was thinking about passing it, he should have just shot it. That was ridiculous.
Okay. Lindholm. Sticks down. Why are you even ponder passing at that point?
My God, that is a shot attempt 100 times out of 100. Why the heck?
If I would not mind a shot there. If you shoot that puck there, it could be a tie game because Lindholm off the rush, a great wrist shot. He never uses it because he only tries to facilitate it, but he has a great wrist shot off the rush if he actually attempts to fucking use it. Beecher trying to get free and he can't.
This has been a cluster.
Oh my lord.
Entire game is just stunk.
Put some sauce on it and put it over the stick. Yeah, literally just shoot the puck there. That's the time I'll say it's okay to shoot the puck. McCarron shot blocked by Beecher. Like, dude. The decision-making that this man has made this season sometimes is really stupid. Oh, Lohrei, horrible turnover in his own zone again. This pairing tonight has not been good. It's been the best defensive pairing since after the break. But Lohrei and Peak have had a brutal night in their own end tonight. Shen shot blocked by his own guy. Here comes Pasternak. He won't turn over the puck. Oh, wait. He almost did. He did. Here comes Svechkov. Lohrei the poke check. Beecher at the end of a shift. Here's Geeky. One-on-one. Waiting for some enforcements. Pasternak on the outside. Backhand. Saves Saros. Man. Tickets should be free and still get a refund. That's what I'm thinking. What's up, Lava? Oh, to the 5th Tampa goal don't count? Okay. 6:12 to go here in the second period. Zaka wins it against Stamkos, the face-off dot. Carlo around the net. Puck comes to Zadorov. Shot tipped by Geeky, knocked down. Zaka got spun around. Evangelista, oh, bad play. Stamkos rips it wide. It's a dangerous man to let him have the puck like that. Here come the Bruins. Pasternak and Geeky. Should have been a hold behind the play. Pasternak whips it across. Carlo off the boards, plays it around the net. When was the last time Carlo scored?
It's been a while.
Jeez, I want to look that up. Maybe I'll look that up during the next TV timeout. When the last time Carlos scored was. It's been forever. Zadorov curls, plays it ahead, and it goes past everybody.
They're just playing too lazy right now. Way too lazy.
Blankenberg through everybody. Maybe they've checked out on the season, which honestly good, because we want a better draft pick at this point anyway. Patra for Kepke. I know this line will try. Shot by Kepke, save by Saros. Patra. Wotherspoon shoots. That's wide. Osterley's got it along the far wall in the corner. The puck took a weird bounce off the boards. Patra trying to battle for it, but Brazo can't get it. Puck is popped high up in the air. Wotherspoon. Back to Osterley. Carlos scored 1 goal this season, and it came all the way back on October 14th. You're telling me this man hasn't scored in 5 months? Oh, boy. Anyway.
He is a defensive defenseman after all. But still.
Ugh. Oh, brother. Yep, anyway. That's enough said. Coyle. Lindholm shoots it for one. Save Saros.
He still hesitated. Oh
he
my
still
God.
thought about it. The last time Carlos scored was the home opener. It is March 4th. Oh my God. Help. Please. Ugh. He is a defensive defenseman. 1 goal, though? Come on, man. Zadorov's got 2, anyway. Let me check that. Bruins defenseman. How many goals do each of them have? Carlo's got 1. Lindholm. Hampus Lindholm had more goals than Brandon Carlo, and Lindholm only played 17 games this season. Freaking depressing. Lorai's got like 5. McAvoy, he's got like, what, 10? 7. Osterley, that's his first. Peake's got 1. Wotherspoon's got 1. Zadorov's got 2. Man, no help from your defensive end, huh? Have you heard of the Max Wander guy we got today? No, I haven't, but I hadn't heard of him before today, but shouldn't be too bad. Lindholm's an offensive defenseman. Yep. But
Gensel's on a 15-game point streak since when?
Gensel's got a 15-game point streak?
I guess so.
Oh, brother.
Since freaking when? I didn't know he was that on fire. I knew he was good, but jeez. That's impressive.
That graphic just scared me.
Oh.
I thought the Bruins just traded Carlo to Calgary. I got what? He just played. What do you mean he got traded to Calgary?
Well, yeah, he would have to get pulled from the game, Matt Duchene style.
Right.
He'd have to walk out of the tunnel, and the Bruins would have to play with 5 defensemen for the rest of the night.
Oh, Kyle just came into chat and said Trace Thompson, Sammy cooked for the Sox. He had his 3rd home run of spring training today, and he was an absolute bomb. It landed in the parking lot.
I literally just saw that on my Instagram feed maybe 20 seconds ago. That's ironic.
Yeah, Trace Thompson, he should, oh good, Dennis Eckersley and Dale Arnold are going to the Massachusetts Broadcasters Hall of Fame.
As they should. Congratulations.
Trace Thompson could make the opening day roster. He has been raking the baseball in spring training. He has been absolutely destroying. He got his 3rd home run in spring training. Spring training's been going on, what, 2 weeks? Come on. Lindholm wins it. Peak. Back to Lindholm. Good idea. Just Lindholm just couldn't play the pass. It was too hard of a pass to handle.
Getting ready to watch the Red Sox and Mets over this crap. Anyways.
Puck comes in. Swayman will smother it. Somebody asked me if I would cover the other team's playoffs after the Bruins season ends. I said no. I'm going to take a couple weeks break. When I get home from school for the semester, I'm going to start calling the Red Sox.
You think you're gonna call the Celtics if they go on another deep run?
I said I wouldn't.
You wouldn't?
No.
I don't blame you, man.
I already called them winning a championship. I don't need to do it again. You know?
Fair enough.
Unless they don't win the championship. So I don't need to do that. One Red Sox game a week coming this summer.
Should be fun.
Should be. Red Sox are actually making me excited to watch baseball for the first time in a few years. Although I watched a lot of baseball last summer. You won't get a break. You'll be calling Bruins playoffs. Ha! Yeah, right. Knowing Sweeney, they'll buy at the deadline. They're going to buy at the deadline, and they're going to go, oh, yeah, we're going to make the playoffs, guys. Woohoo! Party! Shit.
That's what they're going to do. Yeah, we just traded Frederick because he was a liability. Okay.
You know how much draft capital you can get for Carlo? Anyway.
I know.
Puck's popped up, and it the puck's still in play. We have a penalty against the Predators here? It's a hook. No shit. We're getting a power play? This is great news. Who is it on? All right, Bruins get a power play out of this. It's gonna be on Stamkos. Bye-bye. Oh yeah, he hooked Koepke. The Bruins get their second power play of the night. Unsuccessful the first time around. Their first power play was as per usual uninspiring. Bruins win the draw. Lohrei gets it from Pasternak. Pasternak again. Trying to get it ahead, and it's intercepted and it's deflected out by Jankowski. He'll be working too. Yep, Fisher Cats. I'm excited, man. I'm excited about that. Lohrei plays it around the net. Geeky. He is tied up there by Shea. Lindholm for Lohrei. Lohrei for Elias Lindholm. Back to Lohrei, who's down low on the play. Pasternak and Geeky covering the point. Pasternak out top. Geeky far side. Lindholm blocked in front. Good. That was actually a good triangle formation. That goes out of play. That was actually a good setup. There's Lindholm. If he got that shot through, it was Pasternak to Geeky. They actually used the bumper correctly. It is that the shot just got blocked by Blankenberg.
Lindholm also shot it right at his leg, but...
He did hit him in his leg.
Right at the... Not even trying to avoid his leg.
Lindholm won the draw, and Zacha just didn't play the puck.
Oh, my God. This team is playing lazy, man. This is against one of the worst teams in the league.
I know. They have lost 26 of 32 road games this season. How the hell are we losing? Pasternak for Zacha. Geeky just falls over. Did you see that?
I did.
Geeky.
Oscar-worthy performance.
Wow, what a dive. Lindholm, good stick lift. UC Saros is going to clear the zone. Oh, my Lord.
Teach him how it's done, you say.
Geeky, oh my God. If Pasternak was 2-on-1 the other way, no rebound. Oh, they kept it out. I thought they were going to score.
Thank you, Swayman.
That's the typical Bruins thing to do, is give up a 2-on-1 the other way. Oh, goal.
Jesus Christ. Give Swayman hazard pay, baby.
Yeah, they already are. 8.25. Already way too much. It's already getting a... Anyway. Here is Pasternak. 15 seconds to go on the power play. Connects with Merkulov. Merkulov misses wide. Trying to get his first NHL goal. Coyle in front for Brazo. Nice dive by Pasternak to try to keep it in.
Tripped, by the way.
He did not get tripped. Anyway, here is Merkulov back to Osterley. Second unit power plays up, back to 5-on-5. What was your reaction to EO Sky winning last night? Well, it was more entertaining than this crap. Here's says that the chance in front saved Swayman in a minute 28. No, it freaking
we popped. We
popped. We were like, what? Like
it was confused, but I'm like, you want to know what? Let's go. Booking's getting weird in a good way. I like it.
It's a good weird. I'd rather watch Punk and Seth throw hands than that. I'd rather watch Punk and Seth's brawl on loop for 3 hours straight, no stop, than watch the Bruins play hockey. Attempt to play hockey in 2025, I should say.
3 hours straight. No stop. Than watch the Bruins play hockey. Attempt to play hockey in 2025, I should say. 3 hours straight. No stop. Than watch the Bruins play hockey. Attempt to play hockey in 2025, I should say.
Minute 27 to go in the second period, and what has been a very uninspiring second period. What has been a very uninspiring first 40 minutes of the Bruins, as per usual. Uh-oh, Forsberg takes it away. Stamkos, Stastny. Swayman was square on that one, and he makes a stop, and O'Reilly had something to say to him.
How many times have we said bad giveaway tonight? Freaking many.
If you are of age, I recommend a third period drinking game that every single time we say a bad giveaway, have a sip of an alcoholic beverage.
Yeah, I can do that next year. Woohoo!
Drinking bingo. Drinking Sam Smith bingo. Things that come out of my mouth. Have a drink and then scratch it off the list, and then when I say something that draws it, bingo!
Ding!
Stastny shot wide. Minute 10 to go in the second period. 3-2 Nashville. Stamkos trying to center it in front, broken up by Zadorov and the back of the cage itself. Thanks for being the best defense the Bruins have had all night. Here's Coyle. You loving this, aren't you? Here's
this is too much fun.
Beecher.
Another one!
Beecher!
Oh
I should make a checklist of every single player with a bad turnover. Carlo moves us ahead. This is going to be... No, that puck died. No icing. Stastny moves it ahead for Forsberg.
I might be back for late third.
Uh-oh.
My
Here's
God.
Smith. Oh, good save,
Maybe
Swayman.
yet again, I don't want to be.
Maybe
See
you
you
might...
later, chat.
Yeah, move it. See you later, Grant. Wotherspoon for Kastelik. 25 seconds to go in the period. Oh, brother. Brutal turnover by Patra. There's Patra. Oh. Wotherspoon. Tied up down to 15. Here is Koepke down to 10 seconds. Koepke with Kastelik and Brazo. Kastelik, Brazo, trying to working in front of the horn, and nothing. I want to lay down. That's what I'd like to do at the moment. Islanders lead 2-0 in the second against the Jets. Islanders? Hello? Anyway. These teams are so depressing. Yep. Friday should be fun. Trade deadline. I'm having an Oreo. Do you guys want one, chat? Here's an Oreo just for you. Kind of Oreo, double stuff. Let me get the stats updated here for that graphic for you. Oof. Not good from the Bruins. They're winning a lot of the face-offs, so that's good for something. It's that they're not doing anything with it. God. Help me. Please. Have you ever tried the Oreo Cakesters? I don't know if I like those. I'm going to be completely honest with you. Here are the stats through 2 periods at TD Garden. Shots 23-12 in favor of the Predators. The Bruins won 59% of faceoffs the first 40 minutes, 23 of 39. Some key things to note for the Bruins is that Elias Lindholm has won 84% of faceoffs tonight. So that's good. Bruins power play 0 for 2. The Bruins have not taken a penalty tonight. Knocking on wood for that. Bruins are out hitting Nashville 23-13. They have updated the Bruins shot totals. They are now 23-13. They gave them an extra shot just for pity. Hits are 23-13 in favor of the Bruins. Block shots 12-10 in favor of Nashville. In favor of Boston. Bruins have 13 giveaways compared to Nashville's 11. 3 takeaways for Nashville, 2 for Boston. So, those are your stats to the first 40 minutes in Beantown. 3-2 Nashville to score. So the Bruins are still in it, but it's not great. So let's chat. Second intermission, you know what that means. It is time to discuss what I actually think the Bruins are going to do from now until Friday at 3 o'clock, okay? Because I will not be live Thursday for Bruins Carolina, okay? We're all going out for Grant's birthday, so we're not going to be here, all right? So welcome to my trade predictions, including where do I think they're going to end up and what could we possibly get back, okay? So, now, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. If I'm right, I'm right, all right? So, let's take a look, okay? Those who don't know, Trent Frederick was traded earlier today from the Boston Bruins to the Edmonton Oilers, along with Max Jones, for a 2025 second-round pick and a 2026 fourth-round pick. Okay? The Bruins are retaining 50% on Frederick, which is only $1 million until the end of the season. And then New Jersey's retaining an extra 25%. The Devils were involved in this deal. The Oilers gave Devils a prospect to make this thing work. Okay? So, and the Bruins also got prospect defenseman Max Wanner. He was playing for the Bakersfield Condors in the American Hockey League. Okay, so that trade happened earlier today. Give me a name in the chat and I'll tell you if they're getting traded or not. Just my prediction. I can't confirm they're getting traded. Give me a name and I'll tell you if I think they're going to get traded and where to. Tell me in the chat. Give me a name. Any name. Brazo. I think he is going to be traded. Okay. I think Brazo is probably going to end up... Honestly, I think Brazo's going to end up in probably Philadelphia, if I'm being honest with you. And what could we get back? Probably a fifth for Brazo. Maybe a fourth if we're lucky. That's my thoughts on Brazo. So, it's only a prediction. It's not like I'm not holding myself to it. I think he's going to be moved maybe to Philly. They could use a guy like that. So, Coyle. No. I don't think they're going to trade Coyle. I don't think they're going to. I think they'll wait till the summer for that. Marchand. No. Korpisalo. Would I like them to? Yes. Will they? No. Johnny Beecher. Yes, I think they're going to trade Beecher. What do I think they're going to get back? I think they could get a sixth back for Beecher. And I think he could honestly go to Calgary. Honestly. I think they're going to trade Beecher. 100%. Not 100%, but I think they are. Remember, these are just my predictions, okay? I'm not even, actually, I'm going to stop. I'm not even going to predict what team they're going to. I just want to tell you if they're going to get traded or not. Patra? No. He's one of the untouchables. No. Nope. I wouldn't. You can give me AHL or NHL. I don't care. Where did Grant go? He left. He might be back for the part of the third period. We'll see. The Jets score against the Islanders. So it's now 2-1. But yeah, keep sending in your names on who I think, and ask me if I think they're going to be traded at the deadline. Let me know. Would love to know. So to recap, Brazo, yes. Coyle, no. Marchand, no. Beecher, yes. Patra, no. Would you like to know my thoughts? You want to know my honest opinion on the Bruins and people ask me what are they going to do at the deadline?
I don't know.
Oh, my speaker's not on? Damn it. It ruined the moment. I'll try it again. Somebody asked me what the Bruins are going to do at the deadline?
I don't know.
Thank you. Thank you, Billy Gunn, for telling me that I don't know. Okay. I'll give one. Brandon Carlo. Do I think he's going to be traded? I mean, would I trade Carlo? No. Do I think they could? Yes. If Scott Lawton for the Philadelphia Flyers is asking for a first-round pick back, do you know how much you could get for Carlo? Legitimate question. If Scott Lawton is getting a first-round pick, if Seth Jones is getting an NHL caliber goaltender and a second, do you know how much Carlo could get back? Honestly, do you know how much he can get back? At least a first-round pick. At least. Because I can think of 32 teams in the National Hockey League that want a guy like Brandon Carlo on their defense. If you wouldn't want Brandon Carlo on your defense, you're an idiot, in my personal opinion. Really good on the penalty kill. Really good on your middle pairing defensively. That's kind of where he's been his entire tenure as a Bruin, right? He's been the second defensive pairing. Every single team in the NHL could use a guy like Brandon Carlo. Every single team. Yep. Now, I don't think they're going to trade him, but if they were to trade him, I could see the Bruins getting a top prospect. Like, Carlo could draw a decent amount back. You know? He could. Make sure if you have not yet, hit the like button, by the way, on the stream. It really helps me out. He could. Here is the big question. Pavel Zacha. Saw his name flowing around in trade rumors today. I saw a lot of rumors about Zacha today. Do I think the Bruins are going to trade Zacha? Let's take a look at his contract. Let's see if it's a tradable contract. Okay? Let's take a look. Pavel Zacha has a 10-team no trade. He does not have a no-move clause in his contract. Interesting. Interesting. Keep that in mind. The Bruins can trade him without him knowing. They don't have to ask him to waive his no-move, okay? Because he doesn't have it, okay? Now, 4.75. Second year of it, has 2 more years at 4 3/4. Would be a free agent after the 26-27 season. 37 points in 62 games. He's averaging just over a half point a game. Penalty minutes aren't too bad at 19. That's actually pretty low for at this stage in the game. He's averaging almost a half goal per 60. It's not terrible. Per 60 minutes on the ice, not 60 minutes in a game, 60 minutes on ice. He's averaging over a point per 60 minutes of time on ice. Okay? His dangerous Fenwick for percentage is about 48%. His even strength time on ice per game is about 13 minutes. Okay? Teams could be interested in that. You know? That's a chat. What do you think about that? What do you think about Zacha? Do you think they should do you think they should move him? Let me know. Let me know what you think. I don't think they will, but they definitely could. They definitely could move a guy like Zacha and get a decent return back. If Frederick got a second and a fourth, Zacha could get you a first-round pick. Just spitballing here. Right? It's definitely an interesting thing to think about at this point. So, I'd consider it. Surprised nobody asked me about Geeky. You know, I think the Bruins could move Geeky. I don't want them to. They could. Yeah. Chat, hello? Are we dead, chat? Are we dead today? Chat just died all of a sudden. Not really sure what happened. Chat just... Here is my question, okay? What would your reaction be if the Bruins traded Johnny Beecher? You I know what my reaction would be? Thank you. Anyway, third period, here we go.
That's a great look at some of the goalie masks worn by the Bruins tenders over the years. As we're about ready to start the third period here in TD Garden. Bruins trailing the Predators 3-2. Let's check in with Adam Fowler. Well, Jeff, needless to
is underway. Bruins will try to go back and get it in their own end. Kepke, Patra, Brazo, Wotherspoon, and Osterley defensively. Brazo, who has not had a good game tonight. Wotherspoon takes the puck and dumps in, although Brazo's been more noticeable in the past couple of games. Kepke for Patra, Brazo to Wotherspoon. Wotherspoon's drive blocked in traffic. Patra got taken down. And now here's Cole Smith. No icing. He beats Wotherspoon. Wotherspoon with a big check behind the play. Here is Osterley. Has Pasternak to the right. Connects with him. Gets knocked off the puck by Evangelista. Advanced back into the Bruins end. Here's Osterley. Bruins down a goal to Nashville. Zaka, who had a brutal turnover directly causing the first Nashville goal. About a minute after Coyle made it 1-0. Evangelista and O'Reilly tied up with Peak and Pasternak. Zaka gets it from the scrum. Lorai ahead off of Geeky. Pasternak looking to center for Geeky. Gets broken up by Evangelista. Brady Shea dumps in. Punk versus Seth Cage match is going to be a Steel Raw next Monday. Oh, yeah, it's going to be great. Thank God the Bruins aren't playing next Monday night. Coyle gets this in the zone. Stastny. Forsberg tied up. Here's Novak. Plays it in off the ref. Zadorov will try to get it to Coyle, and Stastny cuts it off. Carlo for Coyle. For Zadorov. He'll carry this to Lindholm onside barely. Shot guided aside by Saros. Forsberg tied up there by Merkulov. Coyle and Stastny battling. Puck comes to Englund. Englund plays it around the net just past Lindholm. Zadorov pinches, trying to keep it in, but he lost it. Forsberg ahead. This is going to be an icing here against Nashville. 2:11 into the third. Crime has started the third nightmare. Thank you. Thank you for providing some comedic relief. I appreciate it. They're fixing the glass here. Shoot. .2:11 into the third. Bruins down a goal. They could use one right now if they want to try to tie this game up. It's odd seeing Stamkos in a Predators jersey. Yeah, it is. After my entire childhood of him being in the Lightning jersey. It's kind of weird, huh? Pasternak's going to take this draw. What? What? Whoa. Pasternak taking the face? Zaka and Geeky are right there, you idiots. Geeky dumps it in as the Bruins get it back into the offensive zone. Osterley pinches against Novak, but he gets beat. Wotherspoon for Pasternak. Back to Geeky, who's in his own end. Here is Osterley. Drops for Pasternak. He carries it into the zone, trying to get around Englund, sorry. He's tripped. No call. Sam was shocked, flabbergasted even. Yes, indeed. Peek ahead for Pasternak. Shen takes it away. Jankowski bumped off the puck by Wotherspoon. Peek for Geeky. He flips in the zone. He'll go for a change. Pasternak just took a face-off. Yes, he's a right wing. He just took a face-off. Lost miserably, but that's okay. Peek for Lorai. Ahead, Cole Smith takes it away. Trying to get around Lorai. Lorai falls down, takes Smith with him. VL for Kastelik. Trying to get it in. Puck's buried underneath him. Sissons for Svechkov. And now Carlo flips this ahead, and now Blankenberg just out of the reach of VL. And now, oh, here is Svechkov. Closed off by Carlo. Patra there. Takes it right off Svechkov's stick. Patra chips in the zone. Kastelik will go for a change. Kepke on the forecheck against England. Brazo comes out for Kastelik. Carlo knocks down Svechkov in the neutral zone. Here is Patra. He entered the zone. Brazo whips it in deep. Kepke saved by Saros. Good job by Kepke. He's getting a shot away there from on a weird play. O'Reilly gets it from Stamkos. Looking to center for Evangelista. Couldn't. He gets it back. O'Reilly. Brazo breaks it up. Kepke moves it ahead. Here is Osterley. Bruins make a change. Osterley guides it in. Lindholm ties up Englund. Merkulov's lurking in front. Got to get this puck free, huh? Coyle plays it around. Lohrei pinches, is saved by Saros on a try from Lohrei. And now here is O'Reilly. For Stamkos. Moved ahead. Evangelista knocked down. O'Reilly's got it on the near side in front of the penalty box. Still Gaizo for Shen. Deflects in. Swayman leaves it for Peak. Lohrei tape to tape. Ahead, just ahead of Zacha. He plays it anyway. Zacha. Geeky. Across. Pasternak. Misses the net wide. Couldn't one time it clean. If he did, it's a 3-3 game. Carlo. Lohrei waits. Across. Zacha had an open net. He couldn't get a shot away. Tied him up. Pasternak. Zacha. Geeky scores. Tie game. Morgan Geeky. The Bruins have tied it at 3. Oh, baby. The Geek Squad comes through for his 20th goal of the season. His first 20-goal season of his National Hockey League career. What a play by Zacha. What patience. So guys was just roughing him up down there. Look at the fired up emotion on Geeky's face. Love it. That's Geeky's 20th. It's his first 20-goal season of his NHL career. It's been his best season of his career by far. And that right there just proved why. Every goal he scores from now on to the end of the season will be a career high for him. Jankowski in front for Bellows. It's cleared away. The Bruins have trouble keeping the game where it is after scoring in the other direction. Sometimes Nashville likes to score pretty quickly after the Bruins score. It's honestly depressing. Wotherspoon for Kastelik. Knocks into Cole Smith as he dumps in. Englund for McCarron. A huge hit in the neutral zone. Here is Osterley. Trying to get it ahead. He gets it into the zone. Englund for Stastny. Play it around. The Bruins step up and keep it alive. It's Wotherspoon. Sissons tied up. Kepke trying to keep it in the zone. He can't. Puck comes out. Wotherspoon retreats. Osterley. Moved ahead. It goes off of Stastny and Brazo's sticks into the Nashville end. Englund ahead now. He'll get it to Sissons. Fedor Svechkov. Peak tying him up. Let's go Bruins, the chant from the crowd in Boston. Zacha's 26th assist. Pasternak's 45th. He's got 77 points on the season. Delgaizo dumps it in. Swayman for Peak ahead for Coyle. He flips in. Merkulov's got it behind the net, looking for somebody in front. Goes to the line. Carlo reverses it in. Shen tied up. Lindholm's got it. Lindholm trying to work it back to the line. Gets knocked down. Merkulov there for support. Jams it to Coyle. He lifts Shen's stick, plays it around. Zadorov on the far side. Coyle's got it in the corner. Zadorov back at the left point. Bruins going from left to right. Zadorov couldn't quite get it through Stamkos. O'Reilly shovels it in deep on the backhand. He and Merkulov collide. Carlo carries it in the neutral zone. Dumps in from center. Bruins getting a change. Blankenberg. Pasternak ties it up. McCarron knocked down. So Pasternak's got 2 assists tonight. He's got assists on the Osterley and Geeky goals here tonight. Forsberg spins off of Pasternak. In front, McCarron backdoor, and the Predators regain the lead. Jonathan Marchessault, 4-3 Nashville. They just can't have anything for long, can they? Jonathan Marchessault, it's 4-3 Nashville. I mean, where is Waterspoon support? Osterley, where the hell are you, man? Why are you way ahead of the play? All 4 goals have been on the defensive structure tonight. Marchessault's 20th goal. And it's 4-3. Good Lord. This team can't have anything go their way, can they? And it's self-inflicted. They took the foot off the gas pedal when they score. It's insane how much they do this. It's the 4th time they've done this tonight. Or the 3rd anyway, because they gave up 2 straight. The 3rd time they've given them a goal within 5 minutes of scoring one. It's crazy. Patra waiting. Goes off a skate. Koepke has it in the corner. Brazo saved by Saros. Peak. Shea can't play as Patra dove. Just trying to keep it alive. Shea dumps in at the line. Lorai. Around for Peak. Intercepted by Evangelista. Stamkos has O'Reilly backdoor. He tipped it in. 2 goals in a minute 3. 5-3. That's the 5th job. The 5th time tonight that the Bruins defense has just not helped their goalie. At all. The 5th time the Predators have just had an easy way. The Bruins defense is so bad without Lindholm and McAvoy. Thank you so much, Lorai and Peak, for being fucking useless in your own zone. God. Just for being useless, as always, in your own zone. Zadorov. Coyle guides it in. On the Providence. Can't. That's the thing. You can't do that anymore. If you send them to Providence, we're really going to have no defense. I'd rather have bad defense than no defense. Because then if you thought it was 5-3 was bad, it'd be like 28-3. Zadorov spins back, drops it for Carlo. It's like they take the momentum they get from scoring and just... It's like a balloon, and they just intentionally pop it on themselves. It's crazy. Geeky knocks down a man. Zacha. Pasternak. Trying to feed Geeky. Can't. Pasternak. For Zacha. In front for Geeky. Pasternak shot wide. If you're blaming Swayman, you're an idiot tonight. The defense is literally so bad. Pasternak shot blocked. With all due respect. If you're blaming Swayman on this... Look who the defense is tonight and see who's actually at fault. Lindholm and McAvoy are out. They send Callahan down. They send Mitchell down. Osterley is somehow still a National Hockey League defenseman. The defense is literally the worst I've ever seen it. But after Lindholm and McAvoy, we're a bunch of pylons on defense. It's honestly insane. That tonight's just showing it. Lohrei should be a forward. Patra. Kepke. Save Saros. Glove save. Hey, here's my thing. Lohrei was a forward. He's only been a defenseman for a few years. Go back to being a forward. It's what he's best at. Do you think McAvoy, Lindholm, Marchand will be better next season? Well, Marchand's a big question mark, right? McAvoy, Lindholm, yes, they'll be back. They'll be. I'm expecting Lindholm to have a big season next year. Red Wings got one back on the Hurricanes. Dallas leads New Jersey 2-0. Penguins and Avalanche got started. Anaheim and Edmonton got started. Are Jones and Frederick playing tonight? Guarantee they're not. No, Jones going to Bakersfield and Frederick's not hurt. Frederick's hurt anyway. If the Bruins can get rid of Pavel Zacha for a bag of saltine crackers, I'll take it. Stamkos got an assist on that. That's his 600th career assist, by the way. Zacha wins it, but nobody helps him whatsoever. The one time he was actually useful tonight. Icing was on Nashville. Do you think it could be better or worse next season? Depends on who the coach is and depends on who's running this team next year. It's like guarantee, if the Bruins had brains, it won't be the people in charge right now. Sorry, it just won't be. If you're content with Sweeney and Neely after the roster construction they had this season, with the amount of cap space they had, I'll tell you what. I got news for you. Here comes Geekie. Lohrai's taken down behind the play. Geekie against Shea. He gets thrown immediately off the puck by a man who Geekie outsizes. Okay. Zacha keeps it in. Pasternak trying to force a pass. Just shoot it. You have a shot. Use it, Pasternak. Geekie's in front. He got stick lifted. Lohrai's drive saved by Saros. Geekie. Zacha blocked by McCarron. That stung. Lohrei can't play it. Sweeney for a bag of pucks. Yep. Here is Stamkos. Plays it around the net. Stastny lost it. Zadorov will try to move this ahead. He'll try to explode. He gets poke checked. Here is Evangelista. O'Reilly bumped off the puck. Here's Evangelista to the line. Statsny fires it on net wide. O'Reilly. Zadorov will move this ahead, trying to get it to Merkulov, and it comes out. And now Wotherspoon's got it down to 6:40 and counting. Carlo deflects it off a stick and in. It goes off a Koepke's stick. Haven't seen Johnny Beecher all third period. Has he been benched? Koepke dumps in. Patra tied up there by Bellows. Jankowski dumps in. Patra needs to bulk this summer. He needs to gain at least 20 pounds this summer. He is still a lightweight. He's getting thrown around like a rag doll. And he bulked this summer too. He went up 15 pounds. He needs to do that again. He needs to bulk. Because, man, he is just getting thrown around like a rag doll. Shot knocked down in traffic from Cole Smith. Pasternak ahead for Zacha. Enters the zone, spins. Possesses a useless spin move. Peak. Lorai. Pasternak fakes, shoots. Saved by Saros. Lorai keeps it in. Zacha, she keeps it just inside the line. But Brady Shea thwarts it out. It's an icing. Predators clear it back down. We have an icing. Bruins aren't even fun to watch anymore. It makes me sad. Yeah. It's alright. It's alright, Kyle. It's your first time watching the Bruins be bad. It's not my first time. It's my third time. It's okay. I've been there. Haven't experienced this in a long time. And I thought the season was savable in like January. It's not. It's not. Lorai crosses the line. Keeps it alive through the legs. As we're in the Final Five presented by Black and Gold Productions. The trade deadline special coming live Friday, 12 p.m. on YouTube. We'll be live all day during the deadline. Shot from Forsberg save. Now here's Coyle. 4.5 left. If I'm the Bruins and I want to win this game, I'm pulling Swayman in the next 30 seconds. Get your extra attacker out there. Pull the goalie. Get the extra skater out there. You probably have a lot of the people you want out there, right? Zacha, Geeky, Pasternak, Wotherspoon. Yeah. You have 4 of the 6. Whoa! Zadorov just ran through Stamkos. Huge hit. Green light hit by 91. He's back to his feet. Outside of Stamkos for the moment. Geeky can't get it out. O'Reilly. Here's Evangelista. Shoots. Save. Cannot be wasting a defensive shift on these guys. Delgaizo for Stamkos. Bruins get it back. It's Pasternak ahead for Geeky. Just out of his reach. Shen gets this back out. The Predators are going to kill some time here. If I'm the Bruins, I'm making a push to get Swayman out of the net right now. Coyle flips this in. Guided aside. Try to kill some more clock. Coyle plays it around the net. Puck comes out. This is going to be an icing. Now's your time. Now is your time to get Swayman out of the net Get the extra attacker out there. Get the right people you want out there. Do you think the Bruins are going to make it? No. Absolutely not. If they make it, I'll be legitimately surprised. If they make it, the rest of the wild card hunt absolutely sucks. They have pulled Swayman. Extra attacker on for Boston. Lindholm, Zacha, Geeky, Coyle, Lohrei, Pastrnak. Big tie-up, comes to Lohrei, fires on, saved by Saros. I love the shot first mentality. Off the draw, love it. Love that idea from Lohrei. Firing on the net, they go to commercial. 3:10 left, 5-3 Nashville. I'm trying to find any sort of positive in this game. Out of this team, out of this season, for Christ's sakes. I'm trying to find anything. Ooh, the Devils score. And the Oilers score. Okay. Goal for Leon Draisaitl. He's 45th. They'll probably get swept, which is why I don't want him to make it. I know Trent Frederick's gone. Who did he get traded to again? The Oilers. He got traded to Edmonton. Draisaitl for McDavid, by the way, the scoring on that Oilers goal. We shocked? Because I'm not. Boy. Make sure if you have not yet, hit the like button and subscribe. Helps me out big time. We're on the road to 2,000 subscribers. We are just 46 subscribers away. We have not gained a subscriber tonight. That's a problem. Hit the like button and subscribe. Helps me out big time. Cora Jade's hurt again in NXT. She can't catch a break, man. It's the same knee. Sucks. Zacha against Sissons. 3:10 left. Off the draw. Bruins have it. Geeky. Fans on it. Coyle, who is the extra attacker for some reason. Not sure why it's Patra, why it's not Patra or Merkulov or somebody give him a chance. Bruins have it back in their own end. 5 forwards, 1 defenseman. Lohrei for Zacha. Pasternak's got it. Dumps in from center on Saros. Got it aside. Coyle gets it to Pastrnak. Past him, Lindholm. For Pastrnak. Through Zacha. Lindholm down to 2.5. For Pastrnak on the far side. Coyle tied up there. They got to get shots to the net here. They are playing too much perimeter offense. Take shots on the net here. You're down 2. Lohrei gets beat. Sissons, Jankowski scores. Man, this team can't do a damn thing, can they? Wow. Man, 6-3 with 2:08 left. Season's done. If you're just saying now the season's done, you haven't been here for a while. The season's been done. It's been done since Christmas, I think, pretty much. Shot by Forsberg wide. Brazo for Wotherspoon for Osterley. The Bruins tied the game and then fell on their faces after that. Here comes Patra. Minute 40 left. Patra waiting. Puts it in deep. To the line, Osterley keeps it in. And down low for Brazo. Minute and a half to go. Centering in front for Patra, broken up. Marchessault has Forsberg to his left. The Bruins are about to lose their seventh out of their last 8 games. Man. Kastelik for Patra. The Bruins only won 1 game in the month of February. There's Beecher for the first time in the entire period. Well, not like he would have done much. Novak to the line. Shen. Final minute. Shot. Save Swayman. He'll hang on. 51 seconds to go. Shot wide. The Bruins play next. Hurricanes, right? Yep, Thursday. Will not be live for that game. Going out for Grant's birthday. Puck comes in front, cleared away. Down to 35. This might be the last time that I call Justin Brazo in a Bruins uniform, Morgan Geekie in a Bruins uniform. I got to call a really cool goal for Geekie, too. I hope it's not the last one he scores in a Bruins uniform. Don't want to see him go. Shen saves Swayman down to 15.2. Be live Saturday for Bruins Lightning. Jankowski blocked by Swayman. Rebound. Wotherspoon will get this out. That's going to do it. Wow. They are booing inside TD Garden here tonight. This game is just demoralizing. They just lost to a team that hasn't won on the road since January 23rd. Yep. Man. Not good. Not good stuff tonight from the Bruins. Not a good performance overall. They just fell flat on their faces tonight, and it showed. The product showed, right? They just fell on their faces and just gave up. And that's why they lost a hockey game tonight. Let's take a look at your stats. This game is now a final. Got outshot 30-21 in this one. 52.8% compared to 47.2%. The Bruins actually won a decent amount of the faceoffs tonight. No penalties tonight for the Bruins. That's a positive. 0 for 2 for the Bruins on the power play tonight. 32 hits compared to 16 is pretty good. 17 block shots to 14. 20 giveaways compared to Nashville's 15. 6 takeaways compared to the Bruins 2. Bruins lose this one 6-3 at home to the Nashville Predators here tonight. Kind of demoralized. This kind of just sums up exactly what kind of a season the Bruins have had here tonight. This entire season. They just fell on their faces tonight. Do you think Montgomery could have saved the season? Nothing could have saved the season. This is on Sweeney. This is a reflection on what he did. This is a reflection on him. And, you know, it just sucks. Who's the next to go, Sacco or a player? Well, the deadline's Friday, so it's going to be a player. They're going to ride Sacco out to the end of the season. And that's the right thing to do. You can't have a third coach in the same season. Not going to work. For the coaching staff in the front office, ride it out to the end of the season, then blow it up. You know? Do you want to fire Sweeney? He should have been fired 2 years ago. After what he tried pulling 2 years ago, screwing up everything that happened 2 years ago, I've wanted him fired ever since. This season's the first time it's really been like, oh yeah, definitely fire this guy. How are the Bruins this season? Thank you. Now, 1 second. Thank you, Cena. Doesn't this make you sad that this team's not fun to watch anymore? Yeah, it is.
I can't do this.
Yeah. Story of my life. Ay. The Bruins should win the Stanley Cup. If you get this reference, you're a legend. Bruins should win the Stanley Cup. Don Sweeney. That's not gonna work for me, brother. Anyway. Every time the Bruins play hockey.
Stop! He's already dead.
It's my personal favorite. Me watching the Bruins after the trade deadline.
Who are you people?
I could just spam so many memes, but I'm not going to. I'm not going to spam anymore. All I will play is this. I don't even have... Josiah, are you sure? Are you sure you want to do it tonight? All right, here we go. All right, Josiah.
All right, I'll be quick.
Yeah, be quick.
Do you remember what I said last time?
What did you say?
I'd like to officially announce the Bruins season is over. It was already over, but I said last time that if they've managed to find a way to lose against the Predators at home with 19 games left, that would be it. So that's it. I'd like to thank you guys for watching the 2024-25 season. It is over. And go Kings go for the Stanley Cup.
Yeah?
That's all I got, man. I guess a W on the trade. Sucks to see Frederick go. The Bruins can kiss my ass, losing to Nashville 6-3 is embarrassing
Yeah.
at the very slightest.
Yeah.
And it was not close the entire game. Wasn't close, getting dominated, and every time you score, they score another one right after. Yeah, so the season's over. It's time for a rebuild, and
Not a rebuild.
or not a rebuild. It's just sell, and then rebuild. So yeah, get what you can, rebuild the team. Let's just pretend these next 19 games don't happen, and let's see the Kings win a Stanley Cup this year, shall we?
Yeah, I'm for it. You're a Monarchs guy like me, so I'll take that.
Oh yeah.
Retool is the word, not rebuild. Retool.
Retool, that's a good one.
Retool. Rebuild means you start over completely. Rebuild means you trade Pasternak. Rebuild means you trade Swayman. Rebuild means you trade McAvoy and start over from complete scratch. No.
Right.
Retool means you figure the rest of the shit out. That's a retool. So you fire Sweeney and fire the front office, fire the coaching staff, hire new people, and then retool and figure it out. Okay? That's what you do.
Yep. Totally agree.
Yep. So.
Yeah, no, that was that hurt, man. That actually like physically hurt to watch. Like I mean, I've been saying that all season, but yeah, that sucked in so many ways. Dude, even the Sharks are blowing out people. The Sharks blew out the Sabres today, man. I mean, I know they're the Sabres, but the Bruins are pretty much equivalent to that right now. So,
Right.
dude, the Sharks are like that's why the Sharks have potential. The Bruins have nothing. They have to retool. The Sharks just have to keep building. They have Celebrini. They have their group. They have good guys. They just need to retool. The Bruins also need to do that.
Yeah. 100%.
Actually, because the Sharks have a better standing now, don't they? Hold on.
No way.
Bruins have 64. Well, no, not point wise, but hold on. Where are the Sharks at? No, the Sharks have way less points.
I was gonna say
Never
no
mind.
way.
I actually never realized how bad they were. I haven't checked their standings in forever. Never mind. Anyways, yeah, I'll be quick, but so yeah, that sucks. In the next, let's see. God, dude, six. If you asked me what the final score was going to be, I would not say 6-3. I did not think it was going to be that bad. I knew they were going to lose. I just didn't think it was going to be that bad.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Oh god. Yeah, I don't even want to look at their schedule. Never mind. That was a bad idea.
Yeah, not a good idea. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Nope, that made my brain hurt. All right. Well, thanks for letting me chime in real quick. Final thoughts? First trade was good. Keep retooling. Pretend the rest of the season doesn't happen. Go Kings, go. Adios.
See you later, Josiah. Yeah, I don't know. By the way, I would like to let you know that if I were the Bruins, I'd shut Marchand down. I'd shut Marchand down the rest of the season. You're already without Lindholm. You're already without McAvoy. Shut Marchand down and just let the season happen. Let it happen. Okay? Shut him down. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. It's done. Yeah, it's not worth it. However, why not trade him? Why would you? No. No. They're not... If they trade Marchand, Sweeney deserves to be fired on the fucking spot. And if you disagree, let me explain why, okay? You don't trade a guy that's been here for 15 years unless the dude requests it. Okay? Marchand hasn't requested a trade. You don't do that to somebody like that. Someone who's been here since they won the last time. You don't do that. He has earned the right to be treated like Bergeron. year by year, up to the player. Sorry. That's my opinion. If they trade Marchand, Don Sweeney should be fired on the fucking spot. On the spot. I don't care what you could get back for him. I don't care if you could get multiple first-round picks. I don't care. No. He is one of my untouchables. No. Do not trade Marchand. Do you want to piss off the fan base a little more? That's how. Do you want to piss off the fan base that you're increasing season ticket holders' prices by 4% next year? Yeah, don't do that. Think about stuff like that. And by the way, if you don't think the GMs think about stuff like that, you're wrong. They do. Unless you're the Dallas Mavericks, of course. But that's a different story. If you want to piss off the fan base, you trade Marchand, and then you trade Pasternak. That's how you piss off the fan base. Don't do that. It'll be interesting who they let go. It's such a Geeky or Zaka. I think Zaka is gone. I don't think Geeky's gone. I think Zaka is gone at the deadline. I honestly think he is. We get rid of Sweeney, who should be our GM. Anyone. Could be you or me. Hopefully somebody with experience. What if they do trade Geeky? Wouldn't surprise me. I don't want them to, but it would not surprise me if they do. He has a ton of trade value. A ton. He's worth a ton. If Seth Jones got a second, Morgan Geeky can get a first. Especially a guy who's riding hot right now. In a seller's market, sell high. My ask is a first-round pick for Morgan Geeky. If you can't get that, no thanks. Unless it's two picks. If you can get a second and another pick or a first, take it. If it's not that, don't bother. Don't bother. Is it okay to ask for a controllable scorer? What do you mean by a controllable scorer? Like, I've never heard that expression. Controllable. I've never heard of that. Never heard of that term. Ooh, Amazon package being shipped to my house tomorrow. Fantastic. Are any of the college players NHL ready next year? Letourneau, no. I don't think so. I don't think so. None of the Bruins prospects, that for sure. I know a couple of them are going to go pro. Gasso should go pro. He's been good for BC. Are any of the college players? Yeah, so maybe next season will be our year for the... no, I don't know. Someone who's under contract and can score, for example, Zegras. I wouldn't be against it. I would not be against it. I would not be against Zegras. I like him. Be a fun player to watch, right? Wouldn't be the worst decision I've ever seen. What's Zegras' contract like? I'm legitimately curious. I'm going to look it up. I have all caps on. Trevor Zegras. Okay, don't need this. Don't need this. Don't need this. Don't need this. Was Swayman awful tonight? No. Defense in front of him shit the bed. Trevor Zegras, Dixie D'Amelio. Turcotte could be interesting. 5.75 until next year. Okay. All right, fine. I'm willing to work with that. He's only 23. That's ridiculous. Do you think a trade will happen tomorrow? I think a trade could happen tomorrow. 100%. Just need to stand up for a second. I have dress pants on because I called women's lacrosse earlier, and and the belt is killing me at the moment. Hold on, there we go. the belt was digging into my stomach. I think a trade could happen anytime until Friday. Frederick was the first domino to fall. I think there's a lot more coming. Yep. And I will say this. Players that you don't expect to be traded could be traded. Nothing's out the window at this point. Nothing. Not a damn thing. In your opinion, is this the worst the team's ever been? No. No. This team is not the worst it's ever been. Trust me. Before I was a fan in like the mid 2000s, like 04 to like after 04 till 2008, this team was atrocious. I loved the Hala for Zaka trade when they did it. Now it's looking awful. Well, actually, no. I don't think it's awful still. Hala has been kind of injury prone ever since, and Zaka's been decent. So, Donato in a second for Coyle. That looked good at the time. If I'm the Bruins, I'm in on a guy like Ryan Donato. They're selling low on him. Take it. Take it. Bring him back. Can't find him a PR nightmare. That's another thing. If they trade Marchand, this team, they are going to be absolutely out of this world. The fans are going to be so upset. Do you think in the next 2 to 3 years, do you think we could pull off a crazy run and be the best like 2011? I don't. Never say never, but don't hold your breath. That's my thoughts on that. Never say never, but don't hold your breath. I don't think... Here's my thing, right? Next year, this team can compete. Hypothetically. If they get the right guy in charge and they spend the money properly, yes. You think it'll be a huge riot? No, but people are they're gonna stop going to the games, which is not good for business. It's not. It's not good for business. You're not making money, and if you're not making money, it's not a profitable situation. They're gonna stop going to the games if Marchand gets traded. I just don't want to see Carlo go. So underrated. I'm with you. I don't want to see the Bruins trade Carlo. I don't think they will, but I can see a world where they could. Check out a free agent this year? No. Unfortunately, no. Unless the Bruins get somebody off the books. Merkulov's just meh. He hasn't been surrounded with good players. If you put Merkulov with Pasternak, try it for a game and see what happens. Time was his best game. Yeah, it was. If you put Merkulov with Pasternak, try it and see what happens. Especially if you deal geeky at the deadline. Merkulov, Zaka, Pasternak for one game. See how it goes. If it works, great. If it doesn't, fine. Send it to Providence. And then get rid of him. And then let him walk. I would not trade Merkulov. Personally, I wouldn't. I wouldn't. Sorry. LaSalle, I would. So. Imagine if they trade Patrick, Geeky, and Marchand. Everything would suck. They might trade Geeky. I've heard his name a lot. Chris Pelosi. Oh, yeah. Chris Pelosi has been killing it this year. He's going to go pro. What draft pick does the Bruins have now? It's still in the top 10, I'd assume. Oh, by the way, I saw a stat today saying that the Bruins have like an 8% chance of getting the top pick. That's better than I thought it was. Anyway. All right, everybody. I'm going to wrap this up because my voice is killing me because I've been talking for 6 hours straight because I had lacrosse earlier and now I have this game tonight. So, all right, everybody. I just got a really nice text. I just got a really nice message. You know, I just got a DM. I didn't remember how I just said I did lacrosse. I just got a message from one of the team captains today, and they said that she on behalf of the entire team thanks me for doing women's lacrosse. Says family has been watching the last few women's lacrosse games, have been more than impressed with your talent on the mic, so much so that a lot of them who don't really understand lacrosse have learned a lot from you. My dad's words were, Sam Smith is awesome to listen to, really makes the game 100 times more exciting. Oh, my heart. Thank you. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I'm calling the game on the 18th. So, I'm very happy to hear that. That's great. Shout out to Dean Women's Lacrosse. You guys are awesome. They're really cool people. I'm friends with a couple of the players on the team, so that's really nice. All right, everybody, I'm going to do it. Sorry, I just got really sappy. That felt really cool, you know? That felt really cool. All right, everybody, that's going to do it for me. If you enjoyed tonight's live stream, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel, and make sure you turn on your post notifications so that you never miss when we go live or upload here on the channel. Make sure to follow me on social media, my Instagram, my TikTok, my X, all down below in the description. Bruins, BNG trade deadline special. Anyway, trade deadline special coming up live Friday at noon. Me and the gang from BNG, from the Black and Gold Hockey Podcast, Mark Allred, David Collins, and more are gonna be there. We're gonna be there live all Friday afternoon until the trade deadline. You do not want to miss this one. Here on Friday, I will not be live for the game on Thursday. So if you're looking for me, I'm not gonna be there. I'll be live all Friday afternoon with Mark, David, and the gang, and much more coming up on Friday. I will see you guys then. If the Bruins make any really surprising moves tomorrow, I'll let you know, and I'll stream. Maybe I'll do like a reaction stream like I've done in the past, or Thursday before I leave, or whatever. But next time you'll definitely see me is Friday for the trade deadline. Have a great rest of your night. I'll see you guys soon. Bruins lose 6-3 to Nashville. Good night.